Recording in progress.
A very good evening, everyone. Good evening, Deepshikha.
Sorry. Hi, Sakshi. Good evening, everybody.
So today we have Deepshikha Mehra with us, who's going to help us understand further what is self-love, what is connecting with self, basically. So before she goes ahead, I would like to give a small introduction about her. Deepshikha Mehra is a distinguished professional with a diverse career trajectory. She earned a gold medal in clothing textiles and successfully ran a design boutique for nearly a decade before transitioning to counseling, coaching, and mentoring. Currently, she is a CEO of Kenmark Tech Solutions, a company specializing in marine repair and reconditioning. Deepshikha is an ICF certified life coach, an inner child healer, a self-hypnotist, a Reiki practitioner, and a sex educator. Her counseling expertise spans areas such as parenting, relationships, and teenage counseling. On a personal note, she is married and has two accomplished children, a son who works in an IT company, a daughter who is a model and singer with a production company, and also has a sweet daughter-in-law who is a professional singer. We welcome you, Deepshikha. The platform is all yours.
Thank you so much for that Beautiful introduction. Hello, everybody. Hi, my mom-in-law is here. Some of my friends are here. Thank you so much, and I'm sure everybody will join by and by. Okay, so let's get right into it. I am, like Sakshi said, I'm a life coach. Does anybody have an idea what is a life coach? Because this is PosiFest and we're 21 days of 21 life coaches. So, can anybody give me an idea of what exactly is a life coach? Anybody? Tina, do you want to go? Hi, Vajanti. Good
Hi, do you please
afternoon.
repeat your question?
What is a life coach? Who is a life coach?
Deepshikha.
Jaitrali, thank you so much. Okay, if we get more answers, we'll go through it. But when we were doing this life coaching session in my first class, it was so beautiful that someone who can help you in need. That is so nice. Yes, Sakshi, will you read? I'm.
So, life coach is one who teaches lifestyle, and there is someone who can help you in need. So,
Okay,
we've got two answers. Yeah.
okay, a friend, a guide. Yes. So, the beautiful lesson that we learned in our first class was that nobody is broken, nobody needs fixing. Okay, everybody is complete. They might be a little lost, and that is what a life coach does. It's like he or she is like a GPS, just giving you a little direction in life. Someone who can help make changes. Perfect. So, with that note, that everybody that comes for coaching, A, we are trying to destigmatize having counseling, having mentoring, having coaching, that there is no shame in getting somebody to help you. I'm going to people, I'm going to give you a little thing, why nobody should have shame in seeking help. What happened, it was 3rd of July, it was my birthday. I was walking in the grass in the morning. It was beautiful weather, there was no sun, it was essay nice, beautiful rainy cloudy weather. Everything was okay, and normally I'm like smiling and namaste ji and everybody. That day I had this face, okay, and I kept telling myself, why don't you smile, why don't you smile? And I'm like, so there are two parts of me, and I'm like, no, I don't want to smile. And this part said, smile. When you fake smile, you will be able to, your brain will say that you're happy. Why aren't you smiling? I don't feel like smiling. This is your work. Then I started the gratitude practice, because as all us coaches and the other people know, that gratitude completely changes and brings you in that positive mode of life. I was like, okay, thank you for this beautiful apartment where I in this complex, this beautiful lawn that I'm walking with, beautiful weather, beautiful ye wo, and all. The other part of me is like, listen, just shut up. Okay, I said, okay, let's listen to my favorite music. I normally put on a favorite music and walk on waka waka ye. Nothing, I didn't want to do anything. I tried a whole lot of things, started to chant, started to practice, pray, started to do, nothing helped. Just then, because it was my birthday, one of my friends called, and immediately there was a smile on my face, and it changed. So everybody needs a friend, everybody needs a guide, everybody needs somebody that you can share your innermost things with. So please don't feel little when you want to reach out. Okay. Now back to, so we know what a life coach is. We know we don't need to stigmatize going to life coaches. All right. I want to do a little grounding exercise before we get in. Let's center ourselves. Let's breathe twice. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I thank the universe and the laws of universe today. I thank everything that will happen today, all the learning, and I surrender to our higher self. Thank you so much. Let's come back into the room. Now that we're grounded, we're centered, we are here. Okay. Chaithrali, can I ask you, can you name 3 people that you love?
Could you please repeat your question?
Can you tell me 3 people that you love?
My husband, Raj, Simran,
Okay.
that immediately I can think about.
Okay. Sakshi, will you tell me 3 people that you love?
My daughter, my husband, and third comes my mother.
Okay. Tasneem Karu says mom, dad, husband. Anybody else? 3 people that you love? Okay. So if you asked Kareena Kareena Kapoor is like the epitome of self-love. If you
I
ask,
me myself.
yes, Baijanti, you get the jackpot because you said, okay, Dipti also gets it. Myself first. Absolutely correct. So Kareena Kapoor in Jab We Met, मैं अपनी favorite हूँ या करीना कपूर in कभी खुशी कभी गम कैसे हो सकता है कि मुझे किसी ने देखा नहीं मुड़ के नहीं देखा एंड तू तुम कितनी सुंदर हो एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट ओके सो when does when does you become a person on your favorite list? When do you start becoming your favorite person? When do you start being kind to this person? When do you start being empathetic to this person? When do you start respecting this person? Until you do this, things are just going to be here mediocre. When this changes, when you have your healthy boundaries, when you start loving and respecting and showing empathy to yourself, things are going to have a paradigm shift and you're going to move here. Okay, so let's get into what is this self-love and let's kind of demystify self-love. All right, okay, how many, I'm sure we've I think had it in one of the courses before also. How many can do have done the mirror exercise? Look into the mirror and okay, what do you say in the mirror, Sakshi?
I love myself. I forgive myself. Um, these two things are definitely there.
Tasneem, what do you say to yourself in the mirror?
I love myself and I can do it. So that
Okay,
gives me a confidence of whatever I'm not able to receive or do in that moment, it gives me confidence to do it.
okay. And Kavita says, I release the burden of,
My
sorry,
past,
my
of the
past,
past.
of the past. Okay.
And she also
Love
says, I love
myself,
myself.
myself. Chaithrali, what do you say in the mirror?
I love myself. I am my own best friend. Um, I love myself. I want to love myself more because so that I'm able to love others to the fullest. Um, I am grateful to myself. I'm grateful for me being me. There are another one or two things. If I
Okay,
remember, I'll put it.
okay. So,
I tell, shall I also say?
yes, Tina, yes, please.
I say I'm so amazing. I just love myself.
Absolutely. That's the way to be. So, should we do a little exercise? If you guys have your phones, can you look into I
We
love
also have
myself?
a message from Vajanti.
Ha, please read.
I love myself. I bless myself. I am calm, happy, peaceful. I am successful. I have good relationships. I have all the opportunities in my career, which gives me good returns. I'm luxuries. I'm healthy.
Fabulous, fabulous. So can we do a little exercise right now? Can you all open your selfie camera, and put it to selfie mode? Okay, so doing it in a mirror is a game changer for everybody that has not tried this mirror exercise. So put it on a selfie mode and look into the, I'm also doing it with you. Look into the eyes, in your eyes. Okay, there was, when I did it for the first time, when my teacher taught this, I believe you me, I could not look into my own eyes. I could not, for whatever reasons. There are unresolved issues, there are past traumas that stop you from actually looking into your eyes and actually appreciating yourself. Okay, people who do it, hats off to you, 3 cheers. But people who haven't done this, let's quickly do it. We're just going to say 4 or 5 sentences. Okay, look into the camera and look into your eyes and say, I love myself, I am divine, I am worthy, I am safe, I am protected, I am supported, I love myself. Thank you very much. So, this is a thing that you have to do. That I have got some amazing results with my clients. You know, things have just changed. They've just taken like a tremendous shift. You know, they have kind of changed from the, they were feeling unworthy of themselves. Their self-worthiness has just gone up a whole different level. All right. Okay. Now, morning, say you hear a negative chatter in your head. Okay, we all hear a negative chatter. Can some few people tell me what is that negative chatter that you've been hearing, like either from this morning or from yesterday or from the past 1 week? Anybody? Some self-doubt, some yeah, Sakshi, tell me.
So probably just, when your alarm rings in the morning, your mind says, don't wake up. No, no, sleep for some more time, sleep for some more time. This is just a beginning. And yes, apart from we hearing, full time we are on the thing, around people, don't do this. Or I might just tell my daughter, you can't sleep for some more time. Or, it's always a no, no, no. So it's more of a negative chatter.
Absolutely. Jaitrali, you were saying something?
I think I'm clouded more with the whole lot of things that I've done throughout the day. And that keeps on, trying to prioritize some stuff which is not relevant, and I pick it up. I try to prioritize. So all the time it is like the thoughts jumping in your head. So it's a
Okay.
mix of positive and a negative thoughts. I wouldn't say it is all negative thoughts. I try not to. And I try to, whenever I get into the negative thought, I try to just let them pass by instead of
Okay.
holding on to them and trying to
Okay.
deal with them.
Anybody else wants to tell us what are the negative thoughts that somebody is going? Ramesh ji, would you like to tell us some negative thoughts that you've been having, self talk, since the last week or today or yesterday? Any thoughts that come to your mind? Ramesh ji, would you like to share anything?
Uh, there are many things. At many times, I have not valued myself.
Can you tell us one or two things negative that something that you have been
Something
telling
from the
yourself?
past. There was many years ago. I had gone to Aurangabad and I had to come back to Mumbai in
Hmm.
those days, 20 years ago.
Hmm.
And when I came to the bus stand there, I
Hmm.
came to know the bus would be leaving from there at 6:30 in the evening.
Hmm.
And there was another person whom I knew. He also came and he found out the bus is leaving at 6:30 in the evening. So he said, Ramesh, how about taking a flight? So he took the flight to Mumbai and I waited for the bus till the evening. When the bus came late, I reached Mumbai around 2 a.m. in the morning. And then I was remembering I did not value myself. I did not love myself. This gentleman who came by the flight would have reached in the same afternoon. Whereas I spent almost the best part of the day I said
Waiting.
that I should learn to value myself instead of, you know, valuing money over myself. So
Okay.
that was one incident that I remembered today. Okay, I
Yeah.
need to love myself. I should
Okay.
have always loved
Okay.
myself.
Okay. Anyone else? Thank you so much, Ramesh ji. That is like that is something that you have remembered. So anybody else? Ashok ji, Sapna, Alaknanda, anybody else? Tasneem, Tina. Okay. So if there is something, please write in the chat box. So what happens is, why is there a negative chatter in our head? Because since we are born, just like Sakshi said, since we are born, we have heard from our caregivers just one thing. Like that is the faulty programming, bachpan se, don't jump, you will fall. Don't touch that, you will break it. Stop running, you'll get hurt. Don't climb, it's dangerous. Be quiet, you're too loud. Don't play with that. It's not for kids. You can't do that. You're too small. Stop dreaming. Be realistic. Don't make a mess. You can't do it. Let me do it. From the time you wake up, there is a chatter in your head continuously. Okay. Anybody who has gone on a fast or a diet? Anybody? Okay. Sakshi, will you please tell me what do you do in your diet or in your fast?
So probably from 6 months, I am fasting every day on one meal. So
Fabulous.
I eat one meal a day, and the rest is fruits or tea, coffee, depending on the.
Okay. So there are certain times that you don't eat. There are certain things that you don't eat. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Any fast, any diet that anybody is doing? Sakshi, will you
I
chip in?
I do. I
Please
don't eat
tell
at
me.
all.
You don't eat at all.
I eat once in 2-3 days. Generally.
Generally. Chaitrali, I'm going to hug you. Okay. Ashok ji, would you like to say, have you dieted or have you gone on a
Yeah,
fast?
yeah. Matlab, I haven't fasted, but I diet somewhat. And during that diet period, what happens? You are basically low on energy, and during that low on energy, you are basically more calm. You don't have much of the thought process because a lot of thought process absorb a lot of your energy. Yeah. So when you're on the diet or basically on the fasting, especially, what happens? You are basically much more calmer than the usual self, actually.
Okay. Okay, so what I was trying to get here, thank you so much, everybody. So, what I was trying to get here is, when you fast, when you diet, you don't eat certain things and you don't eat at certain times. Now, if we apply this to our head, when if we do the dieting of thoughts, कि ये चीज खा ही नहीं सकते, नमक खा ही नहीं सकते, नेगेटिव थॉट्स खा ही नहीं सकते, सेल्फ डाउट वाले थॉट्स खा ही नहीं सकते, सेल्फ क्रिटिसाइजिंग थॉट्स खा ही नहीं सकते, तो क्या होगा? So now you have 21 days of PosiFest. We are already finished. Today is the 11th day. ये 11 दिन जो बाकी हैं, today is very auspicious. We have finished 50% of this. You guys are going to go on a complete fast. This is going to be a challenge for you guys, okay? कोई नेगेटिव थॉट्स नहीं सोचना है, ओके? जैसे नवरात्रि भी चल रही है, ओके? सो कोई नेगेटिव थॉट्स नहीं चल रहा है, मोहर्रम भी चल रहा है, और क्या क्या चल रहा है, प्लीज लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट्स बिलो. कोई नेगेटिव थॉट सोचना नहीं, कोई सेल्फ डाउट नहीं, कोई सेल्फ क्रिटिसाइजिंग नहीं. वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू बी काइंड टू आवरसेल्व्स and be self empathetic to ourselves. Okay, now what
We have
happens is,
some
why?
message. One second.
हाँ जी,
Sorry.
बोलिए.
So, regarding the negative thoughts that keep running in the mind, we have a message saying, we keep saying that drive slowly, it is raining. This goes on in my mind and creates a dark cloud when I ride my scooter. So this is something.
Yeah, absolutely. That is so true. So basically, a negative chatter, yes, it can be here, it can be, a word of caution. But the thing is, it is negative, it is demotivating, it is degenerative, and it is regressive. So we are going to try and do positive thoughts in the next few days. All right. Now, what gets in the way of self-love. Now we're going to, if there's anybody, please start writing in this. If somebody has anybody knows what is it, I'm going to start with a few things, and then I want you guys to start putting your things that get in the self-love in the comment box. Unrealistic expectations. I was just going through some albums and I saw my pre-wedding days and I was 56 kilos and I was like, I want to be 56 kilos. Why? Why should you be 56 kilos? Unrealistic, unrealistic expectations. Okay. Past traumas and unresolved issues. Abhi jaise Ramesh ji said, you know, that thing so many years back has stayed with him. It has been there embedded. Comparison with others. And today, in the time of internet, it's like it's all over the place. Every minute there is an influencer popping up and saying, do this for your skin, do this for your hair, do this for your weight loss, do wear these clothes, wear these shoes, have this tattoo, dance like this, walk like this, eat like this. So we are flooded with things where we even if we don't want, we get into that mode of comparing ourselves with others, right? Lack of boundaries. Please start writing, and or please start raising up your hands if you guys have anything. I'm just taking up some of the few things. Lack of boundaries. Do you think that is no self love? Because anybody says anything, yes, that happens to all the mothers in the house. So it is like the children will come and say, Mama, ye kar do. Husband will say, ye kar do. Opinion of others thrown on us. Absolutely. Societal pressures, cultural programs, cultural pressures, right? So why you not acting this way? Why you not behaving like this? Why you not looking? Why are you responsibilities, right? That is what I just said about the mothers in the house. So it is like you are 53 years old, you have to behave like this. You are married, you have to behave like this. You are working, so you have to behave like this. You're a mother-in-law now, you have to behave like this. You are a certain way. Even not only a woman thing, it is a whole lot on a man. A man has a whole lot of responsibilities. You're a man. I said this to my son, that Tanuj, you are a man, you are born a man, you better study hard because you have to put food on the table. I didn't say that to my daughter, though she is working, she's successful, but I was like, I never said that to my daughter because she has that option even now, which is, I mean, I'm sure she's not going to take it, that okay, she's just going to get married to somebody and he's going to put the food on the table. That is the way the society is built. So for all the men in the house, huge respect. Okay. And women to hum to hai, we to we to respect ourselves too much. Okay. Toxic relationships. Toxic relationships. Fear of judgment. Somebody said also fear of comparison. Lack of self-care. You will sit responsibilities, you will be doing everything else, but you will not do yourself. You will not go out for a walk because you have to do ABCD. You will not go for your for a haircut or for a hair color because you have to do ABCD up to Z. So things like this. You will not eat the right thing because you will say, oh, abhi chhod do, abhi ye bachhi kuchi dal kha lete hain yaar, bas ho gaya. Our past of living, never to
A
say.
past way of living, never saying a no to anyone. Now getting it difficult to say a no.
Absolutely. That is so true. That is so true. And limited self-awareness. Like most of us don't know. Like when the first time I went into a self-love class and I did the same, I was subjected to the same exercise. Please say that, three people that you love. Then she asked another people, okay, say five people you love, say 10 people you love. So many people, so many of us, I had not answered that time, so many of us till 10, nobody said myself. I'm so happy that this class has about at least three people who said me, myself, and I, and then everybody else. So lack of self-awareness. or what we can do, what our achievements are, everything. Please read this, Sakshi.
So basically, even if self-care needs 5 minutes in a day, we don't have time or give time to ourselves to even know that we are not giving time to ourselves.
Absolutely. That is so true. That is most profound. External validation, you're always seeking external validation. You know कि okay, these are the societal norms, ये ऐसे होगा तो ऐसे होगा, then we are good enough. No, there are no beauty standards, there is no standard for this. You have to feel good from inside. You do you. Okay, ingrained beliefs and conditioning, again, this is interlinked of all the things that we just said. Okay, I had asked my daughter what are the things that get into her self doubt, and Tasha said self doubt, I mean in self love. So she said self doubt, she said autopilot. Same thing what somebody said was responsibility. So it's like you're on autopilot mode. She said, mom, last 2 days I've been working so hard. If you had not made that anda and you had not put it in my mouth, I would not have eaten probably the whole day, and then I would have ordered some rubbish from outside. And lack of privileges and no time. Anybody else here wants to put something else? Sakshi, is there something in the comment box?
No.
Jaitrali, Tina, Dipti?
Isn't it that it's been taught to us to be selfless, to put others before us, and it's been from the day one, from our maternal home till we got married. And now if we try to show the self love, it becomes like you have become too selfish, you're thinking too much about yourself. So somewhere like we have to draw a line, and that becomes a little confusing. So could you highlight how to build a bridge in between wherein you can have self love without being selfish?
Right. So that was also one of the points that I wanted to bring. Self love and narcissism and self obsessed and selfish. All these things have such a fine line. So it's like, you have to, if you have to kind of bifurcate into this, and like what you just asked, Tasneem, is you have to operate from the place of love and kindness, but also to yourself. Like when I was coming here to present this course, just before that, my daughter was asking, Mama, is the driver there? Uh, Sakshi, will you read that in a bit? I'm just finishing this,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever I'm saying. So Mama, is the driver there? This, that, no, 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 no. I said, Tasha, I'm going to present a course. Can you please do this nicely? Not screaming, not shouting. And yes, she said, yes, Mama, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were going into a course. And yes, so if you can operate from a place of love, kindness, empathy, control your tone. And most of us, what happens is we're like a rubber band. We keep stretching and stretching and stretching, especially us mothers, stretching, stretching, stretching. We'll keep doing, we'll keep putting everybody's needs in ahead of our needs. We'll keep stretching and stretching and stretching, and then we'll snap. So no, you have to start putting your boundaries. No, 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 these are things that I can do. These are things I need a little bit of time, and no. Tasneem, does that answer your question, or we can talk about this?
No,
Uh,
no. It is a little bit clearer now. So I feel like little work on myself will help. Yes.
can you give
Because
me an
I've been
example?
facing
Can you
this.
give me an example, Tasneem?
Uh, it's just a day-to-day thing, just a daughter mother thing that earlier I could do it for her. Now I feel like with the age and with the time constraint, I'm not able to put in those efforts. And she feels like, if it would be at work front, Mama, you would have done it. But now if it is at home, like you are taking a back seat. So
Okay.
that guilt is also there. And then I feel like, I need some time for myself, so I was getting a little confused. Now I feel like, if we have a good communication, I can do that with my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be solved.
And I think, nighttime, I think, Jesse, you remember, Tasneem, that bachpan mein we always read to our children, all those who have experienced that. That was one time where there was a whole lot of communication that kind of unfolded. You read a book, फिर ये character, वो character, वो character. That is the time, like especially when somebody comes from work and says, "How was your day?" and whatever, they're not going to say. Let them be, settled in that, in their place, relax, and that's the time when you do that. So you don't even start a conversation. First, you have to get into that place. Probably do a back rub, hold hands, do a little massage for your child. Okay, let me do a hair oil massage. Acha, mama is tired. If you are tired, you say mama is tired, give me a head massage, babe. And then you say, how was your day? And then you can say, and what I feel is, children or people, uh, especially children, they put you on a mantle. Okay, that mom is a superwoman, she can do anything. So when you fall short, that's the time they'll say, mom, you can't even do this. So if you kind of say, if you kind of tell people that, okay, you have also fell short in certain places, that's the time when they also kind of believe that, okay, aap bhi human being ho, and you also fall short, you also falter. And that's when the real conversation gets done. So I would like to hear more on that front, Tasneem. We can probably take it one to one.
Yes, sure. Thanks. This is very helpful.
Chaithali, you were saying something.
So I was just adding to you for Tasneem. I think you've done the bit of
Oh,
this.
so sweet, thank you so much.
So I would also like to Tasneem's part, because as our journey gets more and more busier, we do face these difficulties, yes, with kids. And as you said, you give them the time to settle and then get back. I think the same is expected for us as well. Maybe before Tasneem ma'am reaches home, her daughter is already there and she has already been in a settled state and she's expecting that quick action. So yeah, I can
Button.
relate to. Yeah, so
Mama button on.
yeah, mama button on. And
Come on.
so many times, like my daughter will call me like mama, mama, mama all the way, and then you go to her, I forgot. Or just like that. You're like, hello guys. No,
Yeah.
but we do show up, but there are a lot of other parameters between the two relationships that we are talking about, whether it's a mother-daughter, there are other barriers that do
Work.
intervene, not related to work also, whether you're a housewife, whether you are working, whether you work from home, there are a lot of parameters, when you're staying in joint families or, how the kids are taken care of, certain things really impact, the kind of words are put on you or the judgments put not only by your kids, but even by others that you are not giving time to your child. And then again, coming from the child, it becomes even more difficult that are we
It takes
doing the
you on
right
a
thing?
guilt trip.
Yes,
Guilt trip.
it takes you for a guilt trip.
Absolutely.
I just
Difficult.
add in a little. Can I just add in,
Yes.
Tasneem? There's a little difference between, so what we were saying, that our parents, our grandparents have always told us that you have to take care of the others first, you have to do this first. These are all the taught concepts. We have been taught this way. As the times are changing, as the situations are changing, we need to use our thought concept. We need to think what is right and what is wrong. So, to give others energy, first you need to refuel yourself with that energy.
Fill your cup.
If you are not, yeah, if you have an empty cup, what will you give to the others? And you only become a people pleaser. You want to be looking good in front of everyone. I must do this. So, these are also certain thoughts that you need to slowly erase from your mind.
We're going to help. We're going to, so well said, Jaitrali. You're setting the stage for tomorrow's lecture. So this is going to be big. All these things are going to come out in your inner child healing, which we're going to do tomorrow. And this is going to be one of your why people pleaser. Why does one become a people pleaser amongst everything else? Anyway, okay, guys. Do you know? Is there anything in the comments?
Yes, so Vajanti Tina says we need to show up for ourselves. Vajanti says that's true. We all have these self-limiting beliefs. So that's what we all are working on and reframe these beliefs.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so guys, do you know how many thoughts do you have? How many decisions, sorry, how many decisions does one take in a day? You can Google it if you like. You want to take a wild guess? How many decisions does one take in a day? I don't know who's made that count, but I found that study very, very astounding. Countless. Okay. Okay. Anyone?
30 odd thousand.
30 out or 1000. You're right. So 35,000 decisions people make in the day. I don't know if that is like a number, but I googled it. And this will be conscious, subconscious, from everything from small ones. Should I wear a white shirt or a pink shirt? This chashma, that chashma, these earrings, to what I want to eat, and more complex ones, which are pertaining to work or relationship. Correct? Now we need to, like, अभी जैसे हम लोग ने PosiFest का first challenge तो बोल दिया, next 11 days nobody is going to have negative thoughts. Okay, we are going to now maintain a diary. Sakshi, you're going to be the teacher G. Okay, you're going to we are going to check. Sakshi ma'am is going to check every day if we've had any negative thoughts. All right, so now we need to make, out of those 35,000, we're going to put some more decisions in your timetable, which are going to start with your facilitate your self love. Okay, practice self care daily. Now what can we do in self care? Anybody?
Firstly, keep all the negative thoughts away. So
Very
that-
good.
Pamper ourselves with the things that we like to do.
Fabulous.
Take away me time. Keep a time aside for just yourself without any disturbance.
Fabulous.
Only am
Gra-
I supposed to say, am I the only student?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Okay, so we'll start with food because हमारे कल्चर में तो पहले खाना है. So let's start with food. Choosing healthy, like how Sakshi has chosen one meal a day. She's doing excellent conversations with love. So nice. That is so beautiful. That is such an excellent thing that you're doing, Sakshi, giving your body a break from digestion. Guys, do you know that when you even put a little morsel in your, off topic, but also self love, even if you put a morsel in your mouth, all the major organs go there to digest. Stomach, pancreas, liver, small intestine, large intestine, everything, right from your saliva to your esophagus to everything starts gallbladder, everything goes down to digest. So what happens is that other healing processes take a back seat. So when you do things like one meal a day, please consult your doctor, or please read up, or please do it gradually. We're not telling everybody to go one meal a day. You can go little by little, one fast a day or whatever. Your body gets time to heal itself. Okay, read about it, Google it. Please don't take my word for it. Okay, so practice self-care. So let's start with food. Let's choose healthy meals and snacks that nourish your body. Let's do a little bit of activity. Koi bhi, whatever age you are, you have to move. Like आजकल, if you just search lymphatic drainage on the Instagram, they just say, okay, I've cooked a meal, I have one cooked meal,
I have a
this
cooked
kind of
meal a
one.
day and one.
Dipti, absolutely, that is lovely, Dipti, that is so good. So they're talking about lymphatic drainage and everything. You need to, do some kind of activity, because lymphatic drainage is one system in your body that does not have a pump. So when you do calf raises, or when you jump, like, you skip, you actually help your body to get rid of toxins. Lymphatic drainage is system is helps your body to get rid of toxins from your body. And if the toxins stay in your body, it's going to go and affect everything from your brain to all the parts of your body, depression, anxiety, and then normal diseases. All right. Set healthy boundaries. We just spoke about saying when we were talking to Tasneem, set healthy boundaries, but with kindness, with compassion, and not right after the rubber band is stretched. When it's right here, already say, okay, these are things that I can do, these are things I can take on my plate, and these are things I cannot do, nicely. Or ask for help. Okay, I cannot do more than this. Can you please help? So that is one way of going this. Choose to spend time with people who uplift you and support you. PosiFest is that. Okay, we are actually, this is, I think, the best 1 hour of my day. Whenever I can join, if I'm not in a meeting and all, best 1 hour where I get to hear a coach who is actually giving you some kind of knowledge, some kind of this, and everybody here is helping you uplift yourself. Anybody choose to spend time who uplift you, with people who uplift you?
I do that.
Chaitali, want to say something, please?
Yeah, most definitely. That's most important.
So
I mean, I would want to give that maybe I'm not in a state to attend the meeting, but it is just the question, the curiosity of what you're going to be saying, what the other speakers are saying, just to be in the loop and that continuation. I always look forward to it.
absolutely. Sapna says sleep. That is like most favorite. I can go to sleep. I am blessed that way. I can sleep anywhere, anywhere. So if you can sleep, I think you've and sleep on the right time. मतलब वो एक प्रॉब्लम है, अभी तक वो नहीं हुआ है, but I am getting there, trying to sleep at 10:30. Very crazy. Okay, positive self talk, we have talked about that. This whole 11 days, next 11 days, only positive self talk. No critical, मैं इतनी मोटी हूँ, मैं, okay, my skin is not okay, I'm not the right weight, I'm not doing this. No, 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 no. You have to self talk, and it's very difficult. You'll be like very difficult when you actually start framing questions. That's going to be the homework for today. When you start actually framing that and stop that self critique, you're going to find it very difficult. Okay? Accept your imperfections, recognizing that making mistakes. Deepshikha, do you have a beachside home? Lovely breeze. No, but I'm on this. I'm on the podium level, so it's actually technically the 6th floor, and it's like यहाँ पे always ऐसे thunderstorm चलता रहता है, so there's a lot of breeze, so it's not beach front. Okay. So recognize that making mistakes is a part of decision making. So that is very important. You made a mistake, doesn't matter, that you have learned something. Like there is this beautiful song that my children sing. It's called Win Some and Learn Some. I think that was the most amazing. I think I heard this about 7-8 years ago. It is one of the most amazing songs. You are never going to lose. It's always winning something and learning something. That is amazing. Choose self acceptance over self criticism. Not like हाँ मैं ऐसी हूँ, ऐसा नहीं. But okay, I am this. I am going to be kind to myself, and I'm going to see where I can make, uh, where I can make the changes, little tiny baby step changes, and make, better myself, better version of myself, not in comparison to anybody. Engage in activities you love. Make time for hobbies, interests that bring you joy. Choose activities that energize and fulfill you. Like learning something. I think when you're learning something, and yesterday there was a coach, Sakshi, what was her name? I'm so sorry, I forgot.
Yesterday was Nikita, yes, Sony.
Nikita. When she said, right, it's so basic. She was doing graphology, it was so basic. Right, so do activities that keep your brain energized, keep your brain happy, fill you with joy. Surround yourself with positive influences. Limit interaction with toxic influences. I will, yes, limit means you can't, everybody, I believe everybody comes to your life for a purpose. Like if you've read this book, Many Lives Many Masters, that for me is my guru. Okay, my everything stops there, my buck stops there. Dr. Brian Weiss, Many Lives Many Masters, he says that we all come down with a purpose, and each of us is making a situation for the other person to learn something from it, and then in that time getting closer to the divine. If you've not read it, please read it. It's a very old book, Many Lives Many Masters, Dr. Brian Weiss. It talks about past life regression. Even if you don't believe it, at that point I had not believed in past life regression, but now whenever somebody is, talks mean to me or says something that hurts me, I just say, okay, it they're just here. I have asked them to be in my life to create a situation for me, for I am learning something from this situation. Okay, so we're not going to wrong anybody here.
Deepshikha, can I add over
Sure,
here?
sure.
Also, if, while we are doing what we are doing in this life, I mean, taking many lives, many masters and Brian Weiss, we should also know that here whoever are meeting in this, like this community, we are bound to meet in the next life as well, to give out something that we have not, or to gain something that we have not in this life. So again, bringing it back that we are meeting for a reason, for a purpose, and there is something take away from, and we will have to come back in the next life with this whole community in different forms.
So
that is
Jaitravi, we are going to have one more PosiFest.
sure,
Yes,
and
we will.
it is going to,
We'll have many.
every year to है ही ना, every year to है ही. So nice. That is such a beautiful thought. Yes, Chaitrali, we are all, in fact, soulmates is not somebody whom you just love. Soulmates is everybody who has agreed to live this life with you and be a part of your growing journey, being a part of your life. Okay, celebrate your journey. I love this one. Acknowledge and reward yourself for making the positive decisions. Everything that you have done positive. Ramesh ji, would you like to say something? After that day, what did you do to celebrate your journey? I'm sure you have had so many beautiful times where you actually celebrated. I mean, you did something nice. Would you like to share with us? Ramesh ji? Ramesh ji, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said, would you like to acknowledge and reward yourself for some positive decision that you took in life? Some situation was there, and you said, "Well done."
Not recently.
Earlier in life, or anybody who would like to share. Jaitrali, Ashok ji, Sakshi,
Can you repeat the question again once more, please?
would you like to acknowledge and reward yourself for making a positive decision or something positive that you have done?
I think I have. So as you would be knowing, Deepshikha had a career. I was in the corporate world. My life came crashing down for almost 1.5, 2 years. I really did not know what I'm going to do next. I chose counseling to heal myself, not knowing that I'm going to take it ahead and to heal others as well. And today I am really proud and I give a pat on my back for the decision I made. And it was the right decision, that it was the need of the hour. And I have no regrets for what I'm doing today. I'm very self contented, with or without money.
That is beautiful. So, guys, I don't know if you know, Jaithali, I am going to self disclosure, nahi, disclosure about you. That's all over her Instagram. So I take the liberty. She's an autoimmune coach, and she has two autoimmunes. And the stuff that, the corporate life was just something that she did But after that, she's doing an amazing job. She keeps studying and studying and studying and help create awareness in autoimmune. So Ashok ji, are you trying to say something?
I think so. Self-love, we should learn to reflect ourselves, spend time ourselves alone, spend time in nature, write a gratitude journal. Basically, you can say a spiritual self-care. Yeah, where you spend some time in meditation or just alone doing nothing, just reflect yourself.
Beautiful.
And what you said about those self-love is, yes, there are the physical aspects, the mental aspects, the emotional aspects, and even the spiritual aspects. So I would like to share something which
Sure.
basically goes in Hindi. I mean, I won't be able to express that thing in English. I usually come from a joint family, and in my joint family, my grandmother and grandfather used to sit together, and they used to, रात के time पे, as you used to say, they used to tell us stories, बताने and all these things. So my grandmother used to tell me कि बेटा, there are इस संसार में 2.5 सुख होते हैं, 2.5 units of happiness. 2.5 सुख होते हैं. एक पूरा सुख होता है एक रात की अच्छी नींद आना.
Wow.
If you sleep for 7 to 8 hours and if you get up properly, you are very fresh and you can do anything the next day. If you don't sleep properly, you get all sort of, एक बेचैनी हो जाती है, आपको एक चिड़चिड़ापन आ जाता है, कुछ खाने को मन नहीं करता है, पीने को, कुछ करने को मन नहीं करता. So that is one full unit of happiness. एक पूरा सुख है रात की अच्छी नींद आना. उसके बाद में एक पूरा सुख है जैसे आप सुबह को नींद में से उठोगे, आपको पेट साफ आना. You should have a clear bowl. If you don't have a clear bowl, so again you get that chichirapan and you have that gastric problem. You can't concentrate anywhere. You can't focus anywhere. So ऐसा होता है कि आपके बाजू में कितनी सारी व्यंग्य, मतलब you have all the delicacies in front of you. You are not able to eat it because your stomach has not been clean.
Sure.
And उसके अलावा whatever दुनिया भर के सुख है वो आधे सुख में आते हैं. So if you have these two happiness, एक रात की अच्छी नींद और एक सुबह का पेट साफ आना, what he meant, now I'm reflecting all these things, is कि you should have a proper sleep, which the current generation doesn't have it. They sleep at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and they get up at 12 o'clock. There is no proper timing of sleeping, and they don't have a proper timing of khana, burger mangaya, pizza khaya. They don't have a proper diet. So if you don't have a proper diet, you don't have a proper nutrition, your stomach won't be clean, your stomach won't be healthy,
Right.
actually. So if you have a clean stomach, if you have a clean, restful body, rest of the happiness throughout the world, they come in half the happiness. आधे सुख में दुनिया भर के सुख आ जाएंगे अगर आपको ये दो सुख, मतलब आपको अगर ये दो सुख है, then you are not bothered about that आधे सुख. You have everything in your life.
Correct.
So
beautiful.
So what you said, कि yes, joint family में there were people, you should spend time with your children, spend time with your elders, spend time. अगर joint family में क्या होता है कि अगर 2 जने गुस्से करते हैं तो 4 जने प्यार करने वाले भी होते हैं. So there is always a balance in the joint family, and you get lot of golden nuggets from the elderly. Especially a father may not be attached to the son, but the grandfather and the grandmother is much more attached to their grandchildren, basically.
Beautiful.
So self-love उसमें आ जाता है कि I have taken spirituality, and after the spirituality, lot of things have come to me which I have inherited from my grandparents, actually. So yes, जब तक आप अपने आप को love नहीं करोगे, you can't do anything outside. अगर आपका पेट भरा हुआ है, then only you can offer somebody the food, actually.
Beautiful, beautiful. Just like the air hostess says in the airplane, put the oxygen mask on your mouth
Actually.
first, help yourself first, and then help others. I
Yeah.
forgot to share this one thing. I'm just going to share this one thing. Can everybody see my screen? So this is the wheel of emotions. this is something that you can just Google and download. Normally, jab hum log ko, this was during the negative chatter when I was talking about. Normally, I mean, these are very nice words in the middle: bad, fearful, angry, disgusted, sad. We were like, oh, I feel like crap, and I feel so. I'm so, I feel like shit. I feel like I'm sorry for my French, but what we have to do is we have to actually look at the wheel of emotions. We have to figure out कि क्या exactly हम लोग feel कर रहे हैं. So this is like, breaking down your feelings, change the narrative. Because normally क्या होता है, एक हम लोग एक broad spectrum डाल देते हैं. I am depressed, I am anxious, I'm very sad, or I'm feeling very bad. Here, if you actually take, like, say, अपने जो happy वाले तो खाली surprised and happy है, bad, fearful, angry, disgusted and sad, इसके सारे words में, if you actually go through this wheel of emotions, you can Google this, keep it on your phone, and with this you're going to help actually um, change the narrative. You're going to feel better. You're not going to label yourself as, okay, this is what I'm feeling. No, I'm feeling just overwhelmed because today there's too much work happening. Okay, I am feeling this particular thing. Okay, it'll pass. ये एक घंटा ही ऐसे फीलिंग हो रही है, it's going to pass. Okay, I think we have just 2 minutes left. So before we close down, Sakshi is going to do the closing honors. I will tell you, I just found out that Sakshi Rora, our Sakshi Rora, is actually in the process of getting her book published about self-love. 21-day challenge of self-love. Sakshi, take it away. I'm, as it is having this, so please do the closing honors and tell us a little bit about your book.
Thank you, Deepshikha. My book is still under process. It's a 21-day challenge for self-care. Those are very simple techniques and given in-depth detail of how you should do those things, or why you should do those things, and importance of self-care in each category, all the 21 activities. So yeah, it's in the final stage of getting published. Thank you, Deepshikha, for putting it up. I was not prepared for that to say.
Congratulations. I didn't know about it. Sakshi, I'm going to shoot you now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So guys, I have we already have, I just want to recap this whole thing. We said, what is self-love, what gets in the way of self-love, and what can we do for self-love. All the best. Sakshi and Vajanti also said thank you for a great session. Thank you, Vajanti, for appreciating. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to meet up for an inner child healing. Do you want to, Sakshi, say about that?
It's okay. We'll see tomorrow. We'll start tomorrow with that.
Alright.
And before that, I would just like to add a small bit, since we were having the conversation on, how you pat yourself, when you have had those moments in life. So for me, when I go back and, have a flashback, I see that I've always gone with the flow. I have never questioned. I have never, raised a point also ki why this thing has happened with me, or so it's just gone, okay, 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 okay. But today, when I'm more aware of everything, and where I'm actually taking out time, I see that even there are times when I just take my cup of tea and I sit with myself and I feel, wow, I never did this for myself. There have been times when people have asked me ki, what is your favorite food? Trust me, Dipshika, I had no answer. I had no answer. Even after all this, what's your favorite color? I'm blank, because I've never sat and thought about it. And it's not a complaint, but I have just gone with the flow. I have always been content. I don't feel bad about not knowing also, but just getting that awareness ki where was I? Why in this so many years? Uh, so basically, I feel I'm a very mysterious person for everyone, because they don't know anything about me after knowing everything. And more than that, I'm mysterious to myself.
That's
So,
good, Sakshi. We have to keep on unfolding you.
So for me now, these small things are the, patting my back things. Kyuki today I just sat back and looked at the sky. Okay, I'm patting my back. Okay, today I did something different, something that is connecting me to myself. So yeah, people have big things to say for me. These are these tiny things that have helped me to pat myself. Yeah.
Most profound. You know, when we talk about these little things, that is what I mean, that is what mindful is all about, you know, just being mindful. Like you said, sit down and have that chai and actually enjoy that every sip.
Yeah.
That's like a whole different level of mindfulness, you know.
Yeah.
What do you do in prayer? It's the same thing. When you are praying, instead of thinking धोबी आ गया क्या खाना बनेगा क्या होगा, empowered women I see everywhere, so nice. So you know, you are automatically thinking कि अच्छा ये करना है, ये करना है, ये PosiFest का कोर्स करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है, everything. But if you are there, if you are focused and if you can pray, I think that is beautiful. Pray or being
Even
mindful.
when you added the fact of eating, eat healthy or, choose what you're eating, it's equally important that whatever you're eating mindfully. You just sit in that peace, and it's okay not to pick up a call. It's okay not to revert to a message. It can always wait. But we are so used to it happens to us still after we being so mindful that we tend to look at the message, when it clicks. So these small things really matter, and only the experience of it can tell you that how you're feeling today. Maybe my expressing about may feel scary. It's so easy to say kya hai kha lete, but the moment you sit down and that day you don't see your phone, or if somebody called you ki Arey, give me something, and you say wait, I'm eating, just that one sentence, that can you wait for 2 minutes, I'm eating, I will give it after I finish. It gives so much of respect for your own self. We feel respect is another big terminology we are using in our life. No, but this is the respect we give ourselves. Okay, this is my tea time. I will do it after 5 minutes. This is my eating time. Eat 10 minutes later, it's fine. Choose your time, finish all the chores, and then we can say, yes, we have finished everything. Now I need my 10 minutes. Don't I deserve that? It's okay not to express it, but just to tell our own self that I deserve this 10 minutes to myself.
Absolutely, that is so profound. My mother-in-law is here. I'm sure she'll say, हाँ ये बच्चे तो पूरा टाइम फोन पे ही रहते हैं, खा रहे हैं, चाय पी रहे हैं, कुछ भी. Now, Mama, I'm guilty as you know, as she said. Now I'm not going to touch my phone till I finish my khana. She's going to,
And
Sakshi
Deepshikha,
is going to,
I
Mama is going to report to you.
Sakshi, I want to just add into this. I have just started this activity, what you just said. I keep both my phones on D&D. And I have sessions coming up. I know I have clients to see, but I feel that if I've given them the timings and I do not wish to respond to a message immediately, and I have passed 1.5 months, I have just kept my phone on D&D. I open it as and when I require, and trust me, it is so peaceful.
Yes, it is.
It
Hats
is
off.
so peaceful.
Pat
I
yourself.
tell we message me and Deepshika, we message each other at times. Okay, my phone is on D&D, just message me, I'll call you back.
Absolutely.
And that does matter. I think we all should do it. At least try doing it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And being a little selfish in that selflessness is not called selfish. It's okay what the world has to say, but as we draw that, thinnest line, being selfish in that selflessness is amazing.
Absolutely.
So,
So well said.
so thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. And Dipshika, we'll see you again tomorrow. We have her session only tomorrow. And we are grateful to her for replacing Hansa ma'am. She was unwell today, and Dipshika just immediately took it up. So thank you for that as well.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Vaijayanti.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaitrali. Thank you.